Hi, good morning. I am broadcasting this morning, hence you'll hear the echoes, not from my usual living room or balcony, but from our studio here at Boathouse Creative Studio, which has been pretty much empty for a lot of time. And I've come in today and it just feels really, really sad to be in the studios and to go out on the terrace and to see it all closed up. Oh, hi, Jim. I bet you're missing it as well. And Janet, good morning. So, yeah, I thought I'd come and just get a change of scenery and come into the studios. But it does feel very, very sad here at the moment. And I know this morning is going to come as a massive disappointment for everyone, including me. I can't see my children. Hi Jim, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I hope you are too, and that you had a lovely birthday. Well, a lovely birthday, as much as you could have a lovely birthday. So yes, creative thinking on the hoof, I suppose, about different ways of doing it. I've decided with my daughter that we're going to meet in the park, take a blanket, a bottle of Prosecco and our presents, and wrap up in thermals and sit out in the park, just the two of us on Christmas Day, because I can't go into her house. But you know what? This will be a Christmas that we'll remember. My heart really, really goes out to everybody who is going to be on their own or who have been not seen people over the last year. It's terrible. And I think just the fact that we were all given that hope and we all kind of went along with it, although obviously really it didn't make any sense ages ago, and lots of people have said that. But it is actually a really nice day, so I would suggest that going out and enjoying nature a bit would be a good thing to do. So I was debating this morning whether, to do a poem at all, but I think it's really important to keep doing what it is that you do. And for me, Sunday mornings and Sunday morning poems have been a really important part of this last year. So a little bedraggled, but here I am. And this morning, I'm going to read the very famous poem by T.S. Eliot called The Journey of the Magi. And it's a poem about a new life. It's a poem about death, the cycles, the coming and going that we do as humans here. And actually this week, my niece had a baby on Tuesday, so it was wonderful to see that new little life coming in and thinking, my goodness me, you have no idea what you're arriving in. But with that comes a knowledge that life has its way of continuing, and it's lovely and she's beautiful, and she's brought a huge amount of joy into my family. So here we go for today's poem. Conscious that I'm waxing a bit lyrical this morning. I would, wouldn't I? It's a poetry reading. So, hello to everyone and happy Christmas to everyone wherever you are. Sending you lots of love. So, The Journey of the Magi by T.S. Eliot. A cold coming we had of it, just the worst of the year, for a journey, and such a long journey. The ways deep and the weather sharp, the very dead of winter. And the camels, galled, sore-footed, refractory, lying down in the melting snow. There were times we regretted the summer palaces on slopes, the terraces, and the silken girls bringing sherbet. Then the camel men cursing and grumbling and running away and wanting their liquor and women. And the night fires going out, and lack of shelters, and the cities hostile, and the towns unfriendly, and the villages dirty and charging high prices. A hard time we had of it. At the end, we preferred to travel all night, sleeping in snatches, with the voices singing in our ears, saying that this was all folly. Then, at dawn, we came down to a temperate valley, wet below the slow line, smelling of vegetation, with a running stream and a water mill beating the darkness. and 3 trees on the low sky, and an old white horse galloped away in the meadow. And then we came to a tavern with vine leaves over the lintel, 6 hands at open door dicing for pieces of silver, and feet kicking the empty wineskins. But there was no information, and so we continued. And, arriving at evening, not a moment too soon, finding the place. It was, you may say, satisfactory. All this was a long time ago, I remember. And I would do it again, but set down, this, were we led all that way for birth or death. There was a birth, certainly. We had evidence, and no doubt. I had seen birth and death, but had thought they were different. The birth was hard and bitter agony for us, like death, our death. We returned to our places, these kingdoms, but no longer at ease here in the old dispensation, with an alien people clutching their gods. I should be glad of another death. So I felt that was a very timely poem, The Journey of the Magi, for Christmas, but obviously with its themes of life and birth and death and hope, a powerful piece of writing. So I'm going to head off now and say, find the best that you can and enjoy it as much as you can, and stay in touch with each other through the usual methods. But I'll see you next weekend. Take care, everyone. Happy Christmas.